Hi, I'm Kennedy Kerr, and I am here to summarize and discuss the article titled Influences on Eating, a Qualitative Study of Adolescents in a Peri-Urban Area in Lima, Peru. This particular study, although it says that it happened in Lima, Peru, was actually taking place in Contino Grande, Peru. This article was published in the Biomed Central Public Health Journal, and it was published in 2016. The main topic is the topic of assessing nutritional risks of Peruvian adolescents, and the researchers are seeking to better understand contextual factors that influence eating habits, and they want to better inform the public health officials and people among their area about where they are lacking in their nutritional statuses. This is a qualitative research, meaning that the researchers were aiming to identify influences on adolescent behavior and other cultural contexts. And this is also trying to address particularly relevant problems. The participant ages ranged from 15 to 17-year-old adolescents in the Contino Grande, Peru area. This information was collected through a semi-structured interview style, meaning there was a general set of questions for the targeted adolescents to answer. However, there was not a set-in-stone direction that these questions had to be answered. Along with that, I couldn't find any statistical analyses that were conducted. However, they did specifically state that the coding reviewing done was performed by 2 researchers that had experience in qualitative analysis. To highlight something particular from the study, in the results section, they found that there were varying individual influences on behavior that included some of it included the lack of financial resources to purchase food. The nutritional and related knowledge also played a role that was available to these participants. Some examples included the importance of eating beans and its relation to anemia prevention. Parents also were proven to play an influence, and this is by them either offering advice or making home-cooked meals for the adolescents to eat, and physical availability of food also played a particular role in the intake of their participants. In my opinion, some of the more important findings from this study were that the social environmental factors that played a role, which affected the lifestyle of the adolescents. And by knowing how the lifestyle of the adolescents and these social environmental factors, it helped aid to create better nutrition education messages for their target population. Some of the limitations for the study I felt included that, or not that I just felt, it was stated in the article, was that there was not a big level of in-depth data collected, and so the researchers feel that they set up a good stepping stone for the next research to be conducted regarding adolescent eating behaviors in various Peruvian populations. The researchers came to a conclusion that when it came to creating nutrition messages or education messages for the adolescents, they should also consider the multi-faceted cultural levels and think about the different things that played a role into it, like, again, assessing the lack and availability of food and other aspects for that area. Some things, like I said, were the importance of particular foods and taking into account the diverse factors that influence eating behaviors. This research is important because it allowed for the exploration of eating habits among a suburban population in Peru, as well as influences that are involved when it comes to eating behaviors and among varying adolescents. I think it is a good gateway study into providing more of an effective message for wider populations for adolescents on their eating behaviors. And as far as the importance of this research for our class, I think because it shows that it goes beyond the US and it is bringing that worldview into play. Like I said, I also think it allows for there to be more insight and opens that window to continue to look at the effects on eating behaviors among adolescents. And this is just one stepping stone into finding more in-depth information on adolescents worldwide. Thank you for your time.